Basically.
Mine's cold. One of the great things about studying at a Japanese university is that you get 2 months off during February and March. In Hokkaido, at the beginning of February, there is always the Snow Festival, which is one of the biggest events in the country and millions of people go every year. It started in 1950 with just some students building snow sculptures, and then it became a really big international event where you can see these giant, beautiful snow carvings. This is something that I really recommend going to, but also booking your flights and accommodation as soon as you land in Japan. The accommodation will just go like that. A lot of people that I knew decided to go to Sapporo without actually finding accommodation first, and they had to sleep in mango cafes because every single hotel, hostel, even the internet cafes they went to were just full of people coming to enjoy the Snow Festival. Another reason to go to Hokkaido though is there's also one of the most beautiful night views of Japan, but I'd recommend going on a less snowy day than the day that we went because we didn't actually get to see anything. And of course, a reason to visit everywhere in Japan is the regional food, and you'll be missing out if you don't go to Hokkaido because they have some of the best. Obviously they're famed for seafood, there are lots of crabs everywhere, but also the miso ramen is amazing. And we queued an hour and 40 minutes, I think, in the snow for this small place that we were recommended to go to, and it was worth it. If you go and you're not a vegetarian, you should also try Genghis Khan, which is another local speciality. It's a Mongolian barbecue, and there's just loads of different cuts of lamb that you fry on this big bowl and dip in sauce, a bit like yakiniku. If you go, I would go with friends because it's a lot more fun cooking together, and also cook it yourself. I would also recommend doing something that we didn't do, which is going to see the lake lights, because lots of other people went and I'm very jealous because they were beautiful. Before I even came on my year abroad to Japan, I watched a nature program about one family of Japanese macaques, and that's in Nagano in the hot springs. It's actually not that far from Tokyo on the bus. It only costs £20 for a return. But honestly, it was one of the best experiences of my life. They just run around and come up to you.
I didn't see it.
The resort was actually set up in 1964, and it was set up because one day, apparently, a small baby monkey decided to take a dip in the hot spring, and it all started from there apparently.
Wow.
In March, I'm hopefully heading more south in terms of Japan, but also I'm going to be flying to South Korea to see some of my friends. If you want to know any more, please contact me. But also, if you want to see some random pictures, or I upload some really embarrassingly long stories, you can follow me on Instagram as well.